blah, 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 blah. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody's doing okay today. I hope everybody's doing all right. Let's see if everything's looking right. Huh. Okay, well, why is this not showing up? Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. Good morning. Good morning. I'm trying to do a few things. Good morning, everybody. Let's see here. Give me a second. There we go. Then I can exit out of there, and then I can come over here. Trying to get a couple things in order here, and this should show up here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, y'all give me a second here. Just give me a second. This might cut out for just a second, but I got to do something real quick. Okay, so well, I guess it ain't letting me do it then. I don't understand. Not quite understanding. Okay, anyway, uh, let's get back to the deal. So I can't see the chat on my mobile. I'm gonna have to come in through the back on my laptop. I don't. God darn it. Bye. Let's see here. So, hey, Austin, how you doing? For some reason, I can't see the chat in my restream on my phone, so I got to come in from. It's good to see you, Austin. I just happen to see it because I have my YouTube channel. You know, I have my YouTube channel. The kind of on, and let's see. Trying to y'all just give me a second. I know I'm being slow here. And they're sending me a code. I guess there's the code, so I got to type that in. Could need this? Okay, 542 097. Okay. Oh, I apologize that it's taking a second here. How do I copy the? Okay. Guys, I am really, really just slow at I'm trying to figure out, where do I copy my link? I need to copy this link. Oh gosh. Um, there we go. And I should be able to. Come on now. I don't understand. Okay, anyway, that's taking too long. I guess I can't figure it out here right now. I was just trying to get the link, but for some reason, I know what I can do. Y'all might lose me for a second. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I appreciate it. I appreciate you still being there, even though I'm having issues for a second. We're going to get up and rolling in just a second, but I'm trying to do something here. And we're back. Sorry about that. And y'all give me a second here. We are. I don't have the best setup, you know. It's not like it's not like okay, now what I'm gonna do is gonna come in through my laptop, through my Restream Studio, and I will be able to see the chat there as well. So it can be confusing at times because I can split the screen and everything, but let's get this rolling. Let's get rolling. Let's get popping. Let's get going. Good Monday morning, everybody. Trying to get the energy level. Oh, I need to pour me a cup of coffee here in a second. What we're going to do is I'm going to play a little something real quick that I can, I guess. And let's see. Is this it?
Welcome to Gray Cloudy Day. I'm your host. Get ready for some cosmic vibes. Let's dive in.
Comics Group Rules. Comics Group Rules!
I'll be right back. I'm going to go pour a cup of coffee.
Gray Cloud, what are you doing?
Welcome to Earth!
Hello, Aninuki child.
Welcome to Gray Cloudy Day. White guilt poster child. Welcome to Gray Cloudy Day. I'm your host. Get ready for some cosmic vibes. Let's dive in.
Comics Group Rules. Comics Group Rules! Gray Cloud, what are you doing?
Okay, now we're back, and let's see. Okay, well, hopefully, let's see here. Okay. If somebody could type in something real quick and see if I see it in my restream, if you don't mind. Because, well, I can do it myself, really. Watch this. Hey, Gray. Then I'll see if it's working. Okay. So now I can see the chat from the restream. And Austin, I appreciate you showing up here for a second. Anybody that's watching, I appreciate all of you. I'm not sitting in my chair yet. I might sit in my chair in a minute. Might as well kind of, because I can, if I sit in the chair that I got, I can set the laptop on the bed and get it all situated. And then I got the phone on the stand or on this makeshift stand kind of thing. And so evidently the church had sent me a birthday card and it got sent back because they didn't have the lot number on it. So well, it's a little early, and I don't know how long I'll go. I don't plan on being here real long. I never do. But oh, hey, good morning. Sorry I didn't see. Well, see, I'm coming in late from the studio on my laptop, and for some reason the chat ain't working through the restream on my phone, so I can't post. Where Kendak, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Kendak, good morning. And then we had Austin. So I'm not sure until someone says something again in the chat. I'm not sure. Like, I'm trying to make sure I see. So now if you make a comment in the chats, I will see it, and I'll be able to post it, make it on the screen, and do all that kind of fun stuff or whatever. I don't see it necessary that I need to look at myself right now from YouTube. Let's see. But yeah, when I went to church yesterday, this was on the table in the front. Just said about happy birthday card, wishing you a blessed birthday from Outer Church of God, which is pretty cool. But they had put Jason Cloud on it. They used my legal first name, and my last name legally is not Cloud. I've explained this to people before. The only reason anybody knows my legal name is because David, when I broke my arm, I needed him to fill out certain paperwork. And then he wants to call me. Wait, did I just exit out of something? Okay, I know what I was doing. I thought I knew. I thought I knew. I thought I knew. No, I thought I knew. We're gonna take a look at. Let's look at old Dr. Ben's comics. I'm gonna pull up Dr. Ben's comics. Let's see here. You don't say, huh? You don't say, right? See if it's works. Okay. And let's show us. Let's see what he's got on some shorts. Uh-oh.
Right as I start to go live,
Pause it right quick,
all
DJ.
this
I'm
shit.
sorry.
Yep.
Got a
Sorry,
90s. Go
we've
ahead,
got
go
a
ahead.
90. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, no, we've got a 90s router from Dr. Ben. Urgent request for belly kisses video and shout outs to Mutton Chopper.
Mutton Chopper?
Ooh.
What's Mutton Chopper? Tell me.
Yeah, I saw this I don't know if it was last night or not before. Oh, Dr. Ben, he was being funny, trying to be funny. But
Let me know
Yeah,
more
I'm
about
very
that.
curious
By the
about
way,
that.
if you aren't subscribed to Dr. Ben's comics, him and Self Destruct do a show after CG Church every Sunday called
yeah, got CG Goth Nights on Sunday nights. I joined them last night. Last week I caught the second stream that they did, and I was in the chat for about 20 or 30 minutes, and then I crashed out. I told them I had to get out of there and out of the chat. Last night I joined on screen. I was in the chat for a while, and then I popped in and hung out with them for a while. Dr. Ben was freezing up some.
Goth Nights, CG Goth Nights. So, and Dr. Ben's really fucking cool and
Yeah,
very
definitely check it out.
yeah, friend of the channel, friend of the show, part of Imprint. I likes him and Vampirella.
Piglet.
I forget how you say his
Van
book's name.
Piglet.
Van Piglet. That's it. Why was I? Yeah, I'm retarded.
Did
But
someone
yeah,
want
Van
to say
Piglet
Golden Router?
is.
Did I not say Golden Router?
You did.
You did.
So
Okay.
all right, here you go. I'm gonna do this one though.
That tickles. I love making you smile. You're the best.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ben.
So uncomfortable. So uncomfortable.
Right as I start to go live,
Pause it right quick,
all
DJ.
this
I'm
shit.
sorry.
Yep.
Got a
Let me do this. I need to copy this link. Let's see if it works. Hopefully it is clickable. And there's the link to Dr. Ben's comics, if anybody is curious. But let's see. Just kind of.
Abolition of Man. This is one he did with Midjourney. This was one of the first comics, if not the first.
I want to leave a little comment. I'm going to tell Dr. Ben that he is AI. Okay. Now,
First comic made with AI. And this is back in not 2025, 2023, right? It was before Dave McKean's Prompt, which was Dave McKean's AI comic that he made. And here's actually Dave McKean, a quote from him. The abolition of man is a thorough test drive of AI image making. The results are extraordinary, appalling, compelling, cold, hot, beautiful, repellent, and should be abolished. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's 2023. People were freaking out about AI stuff back then too. But
yeah.
these living the line fellas, I like them. They're
Uh-oh, what was that?
abolition of man. This is one he did with
What did I get here? Huh. Weird. It's so weird. Just so weird. But yeah. So last night, let's see here. I was on this. Goodness gracious.
to start.
Do you copy?
how going on? He's just hanging into it, you know, and like, and be like, if it, no, but you're like, I know who that is.
See what they know.
Chemicals.
I can hear him a little
Something,
bit.
and then she said, like I would make better money back as a hooker.
Yeah, they were
Right.
playing last night. Reverend Self Destruct was playing some little clip about the Happy Hooker, and I happen to remember my mom having that book. That dates me, but like in the early '80s, or when I was like going into junior high and stuff, you know, finding your parents' stash of like adult stuff or whatever. She had the Happy Hooker book, and I remember reading it. And I don't retain a lot of it or anything, but yeah, there was a lot of funny stuff in that book. Actually, I just know that
Oh,
there was
man. Weird.
it was pretty cool. Like there was some detailed sexual stuff, but there was a lot of like funny,
God.
little interesting. You know, like I was like I said, I was in junior high, so I can't really.
Yeah.
But when you started playing it, it was like it was rushing back in my head, like you know, being a teenager and looking through, I don't know, finding the parents like you know, it's not like now. Anyway, I don't want to. Let's see what else.
Fucking
Like, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, now that I think about it, like, what
Time
is it?
for a colonoscopy and a little
Like going in through your mouth,
going in one way
through your
only.
butt.
That's strange. That you
It's
mentioned.
stuck.
Okay, let's so I've talked about Dr. Ben this morning now, so we can if anybody okay, whoever is watching, if you have any a subject that you want to talk about or anything, feel free to bring up something, you know. But what we go, let's do this here. For the time being. Let's see here.
These hairless monkeys have been a great disappointment. It's time to end the human experiment. These hairless monkeys have been a great disappointment. It's time to end the human experiment.
Okay, let's see here. And okay, let's see. Everything's working pretty good though, it seems like. So you know, y'all give me a second. I gotta take a quick little what I'm gonna do here is let me find something. Let's find something real quick. Let me find something that can be used to while I go and kind of I've got to make
Comics Group
I am Self-Destruct, and I love Comets Group Heroes.
now, guys. I will be back in just a second. I gotta kind of you know, take care of bodily functions. I without let's just say that I gotta go use the bathroom.
We give a hoot about Comics Group.
I am Omer Snitch, and I am a member of Comics Group.
We are the saviors of Comics Group!
Join Comics Group
I don't know why Dr. Ben's Comics joined Comics Group.
Comics Group is here to take care of you. Comics Group
I am self-destruct and I love Comics Group heroes.
We give a hoot about Comics Crew.
Okay. Wish I had something. I need to make some other interesting stuff.
Hello, greetings, and welcome. The tape you're about to experience is a very special one. It is a subliminal recording. So easy for you. Seems so real. Just open me up and tear me apart. So easy for you. Seems so real. Open me up. Tear me apart. Okay, I was showing a slideshow, and then that music is, of course, music that I was part of in the 90s. They're playing the drums and doing some of the vocals. And it's not copyrighted. And if somebody did copyright it, well, I'm not getting anything out of it. And I was part of the band, but I don't think it was ever copyrighted. These were just demo recordings, and I'm just playing. I can play it. Make it all about that. Let's not make it all about that. So, if anybody's interested, and there is a link to the studio if somebody wants to join this morning. I have yet to move over into the whatchamacallit. Oh, I have not moved into my chair yet. Uh-oh. Give me a second. And when I do, but I've got some notebooks. How about this? Let me read this prayer out loud. This is from The Infinite Way, Joel S. Goldsmith. I like reading his books and studying some of the Christian mysticism and stuff. Speak, Lord, for your servant hears. Your grace is my sufficiency in all things. And there is a sufficiency of your grace ever present in my consciousness. There is sufficiency of your grace, whatever prison I am in, physical,
mental, moral, or financial. There is a sufficiency of your grace present within me now to meet the need of this very moment. And sufficient unto this moment is your grace. I hope everybody is having a blessed morning. So feel free to chime in the chat if you have the ability to, if you're watching from a device or you're at work. Don't worry about it. Matter of fact, I guess I could. Let's see who texted me. Just the Cash App thing. Okay. Anyway, let's try to be okay. You know, I could share this stream over to X, and I didn't even think about that. Not meaning stream to X, but meaning I can, I could go to my channel from the laptop and then from there share this stream. Share. And let's do this. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, man, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the support, people showing up. We get people from all over the place here on Great Cloudy Day. I've had people from Israel, from Afghanistan, from Turkey, people from Norway. People from I don't know if it's Poland or there's several different countries in the Czech area also. People from India, Of course, we get people from the United States as well. But I'm trying to okay. Good deal. And let's do this and let's do that. Like a baseball bat. And then we do this. Uh-oh. Did I just uh-oh. Did I just mess up here? Oh, wait. Okay. We come back here. Then we go here. It should be. Or wait. Do I do this? Oh, okay. Boom. And then we go. Yeah, man, I'm a little ignorant sometimes. A little ignorant to this stuff. Trying to get it all done here. Trying to get it just right. I appreciate y'all being here. Trying to be in, I'm going to read some things here in a second, but I thought this was funny. I posted this today. Which conch snail are you today? Are you Bongus, Miguelvin, Hubert, Gonald, or Miguel? I said I was Gonald today. So, Ben Arnett, Based Art Department, the cards are in the living room now, but he does some really cool metal etched, collecting cards for different people's campaigns. He said, I'm feeling very smiglivin, or what. I don't know if I'm saying it right now. I'm being honest. So I don't think I've posted this. I'm going to post this in my community today on the YouTube. So there you go there. And then, but that's neither here or there. Let's get back to the let's get back to the stuff, to the stuff, I was looking through my notebooks yesterday and I thought this morning maybe I might share a few things. I was looking at, because sometimes I don't date anything. I need to start remembering to date stuff again. I hadn't wrote in a few days, and then there's something else I found that I'm going to have to rewrite. It's a gratitude letter to people that I associate with Comicsgate. And I never actually shared it but once when I came out of the detox the last time. Not the last time, but the time before that. And I was rereading it to myself and I was like, oh, I can see where I can shorten this. I can tighten it up and make it just quick and efficient. And then I can share it on X to people that would be interested in, me saying, hey, appreciate you, in that circle, in that community. But November 18th, 2025, I wrote, can you see the beauty of life? It is all around us if we choose to open our spiritual eyes and become aware of it. Today is the time to begin making change on one's daily walk. The now is where serenity can be found. I should listen to myself, let go of any fear of uncertainty. Embrace the unknown one moment at a time. Step forward into this new day and accept what unfolds. And that is what I'm doing at the moment. And that's what I've been doing the past few weeks. Now, I was frustrated earlier this morning. Let me finish this, though. Remember, the good and bad will pass. Remember that. The good times and the bad times, they're going to pass. Stay your course and follow where the Spirit leads you. And if you're not a believer in anything, no biggie either. That was a big, I have a hard time, like when you say you believe in something, I feel like you don't truly maybe understand it. And that's okay. You either believe or you know. And you've either had an experience that lets you know that something is real for you based on your personal experience and encounters, or you haven't had that experience and you're still, you're like in this kind of gray area. So, and I have to make a mental note today. I have to make sure I want to reread Noah's, Noah, I don't know his last name. I can't remember, but he's got a few good, cool books out. And one that really, really resonated with me, and I'm forgetting the name of it right this second, but you know what I can do? I guess I could. I can figure it out real quick. Because all I have to do is go back to Twitter and search. And there we go. So, the Book of God's Grief, I'm not sure if that's the one that I read. I'm trying to remember. And then he sent me a link to a newer one that I started reading over the weekend. And I started reading, I believe this is the one. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I'm pretty sure. So what I'm about to do is I'm going to reread. I'm going to try, because it's now I'm pretty sure yeah, the Book of God's Grief, a revelation of the emotional body of the infinite. And it's by, well, Noah. So, but he does offer these books. Like if you can't purchase it from Amazon, a physical copy, he does offer people the ability to read it digitally, because he says the message of the book is truly free, and it comes from a divine source. You know, now I have to, in order for me to read it, I can't download it, but he does have a link where I can, through Adobe, I can read it. And I'm not going to do that on my phone. I do that on my computer, so it's big enough that I can read and enjoy it. And the way he's got it laid out, when it pops up, at least in the PDF, it's more kind of like a poetry type thing. Like it reads and it just reads like a song to my heart. So I really want to have this book, particularly. I definitely want this book in physical form. Now, the newer one, I haven't looked on Amazon to see how much. And also, if you do buy a physical copy, it is going to help his mom treat cancer, if I remember correctly. So we could probably see up here in the author, visionary, philosopher, rebuilder of humanity, books given freely, the ARC organization, feeding children globally. But yeah, so he's got some good things in the works, things going on, a lot more than I have. I'd like to work with this guy at some point. I want to reread today the book that I just showed you. And I did do a decent review on it and left it like he had asked me to do a review, but I want to read it again. And once I do get a physical copy, I'll actually share it on my YouTube channel. And the book of God, or, the revelation of God's grief. The big kahuna. And give me a second. Oh. Oh, yeah. I hope everybody doing okay today. Oh, Gray Cloud. That guy's kind of weird. Touching my hair up there. Yeah, old Gray Cloud, I don't know about that dude. No, boy, I don't know about that guy. He's a little strange. Hell, we've been going about 45 minutes now. A couple people been here. I don't know who's still watching, who ain't. Oh, I'm enjoying myself. I guess that's the point. November 26, 2025. Seek the calm before the storm. Meditate on the sacred quietness. Rise to move fluently through each moment of the day. Become aware of being aware. Out of body, within the spirit, as one, moment passes into another. Let smiles come after the cleansing tears have dried up. What's up, Max Clamber? Hey, I was reading something out of my notebook. How you doing, Max Clamber? I like that name right there. What's up, man? What's up, man? I'm trying to have a lighthearted little. I'm being somewhat serious and somewhat like funny too. I'm trying to just be here in the now, be here in the moment. And now we're back to that the normal look. Oh yeah. So what did I say? Seek the calm before the storm, meditate on the sacred quietness, rise to move fluently through each moment of the day, become aware of being aware. Out of body, within the spirit, as one moment passes into another, let smiles come after the cleansing tears have dried up. Let joy be the objective, let love shine to show hope. Keep striving to become my best potential self. Blah, 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 blah. Right? I like that name though. Max Clammer. Got any clams? Got any clams for sale today? You got any clams?
I am the real Gray Cloudy Day.
If you what's going on with you today, old Clammer? Old Clammer? I don't know. What's going on with you today? I'm just trying to just kind of, find something to.
We love Vasilis.
We are having a comics group goon helpers meeting.
I give a hoot about comics group.
Okay. And back to the show. Crispy and clean. Yeah. And this is not a comics group meeting or anything. This is just a Monday morning Gray Cloud trying to connect with somebody. If you're going through anything and, I like to let people know, what's up, Saboteur, Charlie? Charlie's in the house. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Max Clammer. I went live on X for a brief moment, about 16 or 17. I don't remember how fucking long I streamed on X. But then that was just kind of because I'm going to try to start getting to where I'm doing some streams. They may be in the morning, maybe in a bit of the day, but just streams that are only on the X. I don't see any point. Like Saturday, I was streaming to X and I forgot that I was streaming to X, but I don't see the point in streaming to my YouTube and to X because X is, when I was doing it pretty consistently separate from the YouTube, like last year in the mornings, I'd get up, or even the beginning of this year, and I'd do an early morning like X stream. There were people that would be there. There were people that would watch and they'd pop in and out. Now that I haven't really been doing that, I can't blame anybody. It's kind of like whatever, But yeah, what's up, Charlie? Max Clammer. Well, that's cool that you saw that I was going live on X, or you saw that. I posted. I think I'd already went live, and I went into YouTube and then shared it to X that I'm live right now. So here on YouTube, because the X, I streamed for 15 or 20 minutes on X, and I was kind of like a little bit frustrated. Was talking about the dog. There's a dog around here that technically belongs to someone, but they don't take care of it. They brought it into the trailer park and they don't take care of it. So everybody else is taking care of it. And then now this dog, it wants to follow me when I take a walk. And then you got my dog. And then that white dog, she wants to chase every single car that comes by now. So I can't even get up in the morning and just take a 15 or 20 minute walk to get my blood flowing. I like to start like within an hour of being up. I like to take a quick walk. And that's before any coffee or any kind of caffeine or anything. So getting ready for the worky day. I can feel that. I'm in my room today because the temperature has dropped and I'm just sitting on the bed. Actually, it'd be better if I sit in my chair and put the laptop on the bed. But you know how we do these morning streams, Charlie? You've been here plenty of times now. It's usually the morning streams are a hit or miss, and it's not like scheduled. Sometimes I get up in the morning and I might schedule it like for a certain time, like give somebody a little bit of heads up, like 20 or 30 minutes ahead of time so that I can kind of let people know. But A lot of times it's just me deciding I'm going to do a live this morning, and I don't do it every single morning. There are some weeks that I pretty much have streamed almost every morning, but that's a form of emotional blackmail. They know there are good people that will take care of the dog for them. Well, yeah, they moved into the trailer park. They've got a little dog that inside the house, and they got some cats or whatever. I don't know what they did with their cats. They moved out of the trailer, then they moved down to this other trailer with the lady's parents. Now they're moving back into their trailer, but this is a long story. So they had the dog as a puppy, was taking care of it, was letting it in the house. And I guess they got tired of trying to housebreak it. Like teach the dog, don't crap or piss in the house. My dog don't, unless she gets trapped in here. She goes outside. Like at night, she'll make a little whimpering sound if if she's needing to, and I'll get up. Sometimes she's just getting up and just checking on me. But I'll always open the door. If she's went, I go and open the door, because there was one time she did that and I thought she was just whining to whine. And the next day I woke up and there was a mess. So, but anyway, so then they stopped letting it come inside, and then they stopped pretty much feeding it. So between Betty and I and another neighbor, the dog gets fed, it gets taken care of, and it's kind of warmed up to me to where, like, sometimes it'll come in the house. I don't want it being used to coming in the house. I've already got one female dog that I need to try to hope that I can get fixed before she ends up going into heat again. I don't want to be complaining about bullshit, but it's really nerve-wracking when you're just wanting to try to take care of your morning routine, or even in the middle of the day. Like when I'm doing good, I'll sometimes take 3 good, they might only be a 15 or 20-minute walk, but at 3 of those a day, that's helping me. At 52 years old, it's keeping the blood flowing. And when I get up in the mornings and I take a walk within the first hour, that's lowering my cortisol levels. I've been really getting into a lot of that. Like I'm trying to lose this, what they call visceral fat. I can drop weight, but then there's that little, and I'm learning cortisol has a lot to do with it. So if you can lower your cortisol level, you get up, you get the blood flowing, you go for a short walk. That lowers cortisol. You don't get up and put caffeine in your body right as soon as you get up, or I don't. I wait 60 to 90 minutes, hopefully. Sometimes a little sooner, but then I, proceed with my day and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, you're right though. It's almost like, so they stop taking care of it. They see that, I don't think they really care. If they cared, they wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't have they wouldn't have got the puppy. They wouldn't have, it was like a month and a half or so after having it. Then they stopped letting it come inside, and then within a month of that, they pretty much wasn't even feeding it anymore and stuff. But she ain't going hungry, I can tell you that. But it's annoying. I don't know what to do about it, because my dog doesn't want to chase cars and stuff, or not every single car. And my dog will listen to me when it's just her. Like she can be walking with me, I'm say, get over, get off the road. She'll get on the side of the road. But when there's other dogs involved, and they, how they have a pack mentality. So you get one dog start chasing something, whether it's an animal, a car, whatever, you got 2 or 3 other dogs, they want to do it. And it's becoming a big, is there a story behind the tattoos? Just simply that, hold on. This tattoo, the small one, the real small one, it was originally the first one I ever had put on my face. It says Search. The story behind Search was, in the 90s, I was in a band. I was playing some of the music earlier. I'll play a little bit here in a second. But I was in a band originally named Withdrawn. Then we changed to Of His Own Hand. It was a heavy sludge metal, sludge core top band, way before sludge became really, really popular. But so when that band broke up, I had the right to continue on as Of His Own Hand as the drummer and a main component of writing a lot of the songs. I didn't choose to do that. I delved into my drug habit, lost my PA, my drum set, let the storage building go. But I had this idea that if I ever continue on doing music, I always thought that'd be kind of a cool name for the next evolution. Search, like seeking, looking for truth, and you look for your physically with your eyes, but then they have the cliche saying, the eyes are the windows to the soul. I was always seeking and searching for deeper meaning in life. So that's the one thing there. And then over here, or wait, here, hold on. Here is Carpe Diem. And originally that was done in like 2010 when I went back to Tennessee to take care of some legal stuff so that I could get my disability back on. So there's no prison story, if that's what you're wondering. But I originally went into the tattoo place and was like, can you put Carpe Diem under this eye about the same size as Search? And then the guy designed it and it was big like that. And I was like, oh man, that'd be cool. Like, what if you did that? What if we did that? Like, and that's what we ended up doing. Instead of a small Carpe Diem, it's around. I'm having trouble here because I'm looking. Okay, so you see, let's see, I don't know. That's Carpe Diem. And then over here, what you see. Okay, there. It's not real good. It's kind of faded, but it's supposed to be kind of a cloud around this eye and up around the Search. And it was never finished. Kind of a puffy looking cloud and stuff. So the reason for Search is obvious because I'm seeking. I think a lot. I think a lot about deep stuff, life. What are we here for? What are we here for? I know I'm here to just try to spread a good message, man. That's what I want to do. And I like to have fun too. I like to be fun and I like to poke and banter and, cut up. Like when you get along with people, sometimes you cut on each other and you try to know how to take a joke, yourself, or, that's how I try to do it. Like when people come on the panel or something, we have fun. Like on Saturdays, we do a little comics group thing, and it's just to be kind of being funny about Dr. Ben and the guy that was always going, I don't know why he says Dr. Ben, he don't know why Dr. Ben's comics joined this comics group. He don't know why he joined this comics group. And so I was like, we're going to just have to do our own CG. It's like a parody satire thing.
Was kicked off for his affiliation with a certain controversial comic group that I don't even want to mention by name. I have zero support or affiliation with them.
Don't even want to mention the Comicsgate name. It's like, can't even say the name. It's a comic group. I don't know why he joined that comic group. So ours is Comics Group.
The only reason I'm doing this is because of the crazy story behind it. So we're looking at the How to Draw Comics, the 1963 Way bootleg comic from Dr. Ben Anthony. So that is what we're looking at today. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it.
Okay, that's good enough. No, hold on, let's do this.
Okay, so I probably should have written a script, whatever, bear with me. So if you're watching this, you might have some interest or knowledge of by Dr. Ben. Okay, so I've known Dr. Ben for a while. I think through like projects like Darkest Image, fan projects and stuff. He's always been super cool and nice, total weirdo.
But I was trying to find. But anyway, so, that's just us being funny.
I highly recommend Comics Group Dildos.
I forgot about that one.
I highly recommend Comics Group Dildos.
Yeah, you didn't know EVS, replaced, he liked to, I'm just joking. And we don't really do a Comics Group Dildos anymore, but we did one, I did one. And that's just a parody.
Today, but it doesn't help when they have to stop and kick people off the book for being affiliated with that comic group. And so this is his excerpt. He sent it
to I guess I'm just amusing myself. I don't know, but I've been following Comicsgate for quite a while, and I don't have any problems with really anybody. A few things in there, I don't do the drama and stuff on my channel, but occasionally we bring up a few things. But it's the Comics Group is to be fun and to, be satirical and also be able to take a laugh at ourselves. That's really all it's about. You either get it or you don't, right? It's a gray, cloudy day. Hey, 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 it's a gray, cloudy day. I'm staying on because I'm not sure if you've been here before in the stream, in the chat, but a lot of times in the mornings is when I get the best. Well, I found a pocket of time, and it just depends. I guess I could end this one here in a minute and then do a few things. I haven't really got a lot to do today, but because it's colder, I'll be in my room most of the day. I won't, unless I have to go outside and do some things or whatever. I have to go to my neighbors in a little bit. And then, so yeah. So every tattoo I ever got, even though they don't all look that great, speaking of tattoos, they're pretty rough looking. They're not always the best quality. There's a meaning behind each thing that I got. So, I have to suffer with on this arm over here. And to suffer with means it's the root. Okay, the root word of compassion in Latin means to suffer with. Like, I'm willing to suffer with you. So I always like that. So I have that on my arm. I got that. I did get that one in the county workhouse. So, we used a set of clippers. Somebody made a gun. I got some tattoo ink into the place, and then the very next day after I got mine and a couple other people had, of course, people were showing them off. Guards were noticing, hey, that wasn't there before, and they came in and they took the gun. So, yeah. And then, I have infinity on my wrists, on both wrists, because infinity flows through us. We're only in, segmented pieces of infinity. Stop talking so like that, gray cloud. I'm trying to, write it out here because, but then again, it's not necessary. I do realize, I think Katie is doing something this morning. So, anybody from the comic world or the Comicsgate community may be over there in her chat. And this is not meant, my morning show, my morning streams. Yeah, she's on right now. So let's see here. Well, it looks like she's starting. Still got some of the intro going on, what it looks like. Oh, yeah. We got, okay, I see some people over there. Yeah, over there in Katie's, I see a Well Red. Well Red got me blocked. But I suppose that has something to do with my affiliation with the church boys. I try to stay neutral. I get along with a lot of different people. If you have a beef with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like if two people online have a problem with each other, what up, Tank Ferret? Oh, Tank Ferret. Tank Fair in the house. Good morning to all you magnificent bastards and bastardettes. Tank, it's good to see you for a second here. Riley in it. Oh, wait, good morning. He's over in, never mind. Tank is over in Katie Did's chat. I'm sitting here reading Katie Did's chat and then looking at it as if it's mine. Okay, so really, actually, that's probably the better reason for me to end this one right now. I don't know. Max Clammer, explain to me. I'll have to go and look at your, you know what? If you're on Twitter, I guess we follow each other. We must. You saw my post over there. If you're still with me. Because sometimes, you follow so many different people. Refresh me if you're there. I get to try to get along with everyone. I think I'm interneting wrong. LOL. Yeah, hey, tell me what your handle is on the X so I can just kind of refresh my memory. Because in my feed, like if I haven't seen somebody's tweet in a while and I don't comment or repost it or something, then I don't see much from them in a while. And then there's so like there'll be sometimes something will pop up that I haven't really noticed in a while from someone, and then I start hitting like and I comment, and then all of a sudden I start seeing a lot of their stuff, and that just happens. I mean, that's the way the thing goes. Here's a story, but yeah, like what I was saying is I could end this stream and then do a few things. I don't know what I really need to do. I mean, there's a couple of things I could do. I don't have to jump on it right now, but just daily little chores and stuff as well. And I do want to make an attempt to actually read some stuff today. Yesterday I did get back into my Jack Reacher novel. And but there are people that don't like me, and I've really not ever been to. Now, that I can't say that. I have done a little trolling occasionally, but not anything like not trying to be vicious or personal to anybody. I don't get into all that. Some people take too hard of jabs and take things a little too far. You can always do that. We are mutuals. I'm Chad. Oh, that makes sense. Chad the Clamhammer. Holy fucking A. Yeah. Okay, dude. Yeah, I've been seeing you hit like and I've been seeing your stuff. Okay, so that's good. That's good then. Yeah, we have some mutuals. Like, yeah, I noticed Johnny Scab follows you. I've been matter of fact, I'm gonna plug Johnny for a minute. I saw John. I don't know Johnny Rocket very well, but I do follow him. But I believe Johnny Scab follows you. But I gotta plug him. Gotta give old Johnny we'll pull Johnny up here in a second. Katie Did's fine on her own. I don't have to. She hadn't even showed up on screen yet. Look at that. Look at that. Just look at that. Johnny Scab. Johnny Scab. Love old Johnny. But that's one example of, because I do get along with some of the guys at the church, the CG church. And I believe Johnny, doesn't like those guys. I don't really know. But I haven't had a chance to really talk to him about it. And I don't really, you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Kind of in between. Yeah, so, but I've been following Johnny for a little while, probably I guess we've been following each other like a year and a half or two. I remember when I first got to know him a little bit, he had started the Comicsgate Commandos. So I watched it a little bit. Then he kind of bailed out, and then it became Patty Q's, thing. And but I have started watching some of Comicsgate Commandos again a little bit. Because now it's weird. It's like when Patrick Quinlan is on other people's streams, sometimes he's somewhat more entertaining than when he's running his own. And I think it's just the dynamics of the show. I think sometimes the way that he's doing the show, his show, might be a little, like there's sometimes they can be funny and stuff, but when he goes on to other places where it's all a bunch of just nonsense and people cutting up, sometimes I find him to be quite funny. Now, I've poked fun at him, and he's never done anything to me, and I've never personally said anything really bad about him. I just have sometimes made jokes, and that's, if we can't take a joke, then what good are we, right? Now, it depends on the joke too, I guess. Max Clamor. I'm gonna have to one day. Maybe one day you can, I don't know. Maybe one day you'll pop in on the screen, or maybe not show your face, but have you a little avatar or something. You pop in and we can talk some shit about each other or some other people or something. I don't know who's popping in and out. Now that I know, okay, that's good. Now that I know who you are, as far as on YouTube, I didn't connect the dots, the clams, Chad, the Hammer of Clams. Yep. Let's see here. No, wait. It would be. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Good deal. I'm a consumer, not a streamer. Well, I mean, it's okay. I just was. I'm glad you've been here this long in the fucking chat, man. What I was saying the other day, and I agree with my friend, or I do consider him kind of a friend, Matt from Off Topic Show, which is not anything affiliated with comics and stuff, but he's a very funny guy. I like his takes on some of the things going on in the world, and to have a bigger channel than, like he's been doing YouTube thing for quite a while, ever since the early days, back before phones had cameras and all that. He would use an 8mm and then transfer it to the computer and then upload all that shit. But I agree with him about, for me, it's about the one person that shows up and gets something out of it, whether that be entertainment, or if you're having a bad day and I'm doing a stream where like we're talking a little more serious, especially in the mornings. My streams here in the mornings can go from me talking about deep shit, especially when other people show up. We can start off talking about one thing and it lead into another thing. So it might be a serious topic 1 minute and it lead into something funny the next, I've kind of done that already a little bit this morning, just by myself. But I'm realizing, it's about the people that do get it, or the people that are connected, and they feel like a sense of community. That's what I hope to bring to the table. That's what I try to do here. A lot of my channel, I share some spiritual stuff. Yes, I read from devotionals called Jesus Calling and Jesus Always. And I kind of, at one time, thought I pigeonholed myself, because I got to doing those so frequently. And that's where a lot of people come in and they found me. But I'm a wide open book. So, I share other things, and I study a lot of stuff, or have studied plenty of things. So this is not by far, this is by no means a religious channel. I'm not religious, but I like to study esoteric stuff. But you probably, I mean, if you've seen some of the things I tweet that aren't just funny stuff, you can see, like, anyway, blah, 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 blah. And this also helps me, like, it helps me to maintain, because I live out in the middle of I live out in the middle of BFE. I don't have a vehicle. Well, I don't have a license either, so I don't have a vehicle. I don't drive. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Most of my socializing in the physical world is just me going over to my neighbors, maybe a couple times a day. Sometimes I do attend a church service. That's a little bit of socializing, but you know, everybody's so quick to get in, get out, drop me off, get home, and then I'm back at the trailer by myself. So you see me, it's sad to say, I feel sad to say, but a huge part of me getting a little bit of socialization is doing this and meeting people online and trying to create real connection between people that seem to be like genuine. Authenticity is what I look for. Like, you seem like you're just a straight up person. Like, you like to poke fun, but you also know what's up. I ain't trying to toot your horn, but yeah. So Tank's over there watching. I'm trying to decide what I'm about to do.
What you have for?
And of course, Mitch was screaming behind me saying, I just beside myself to end it all. But that's back in the 90s. That was of his own hand, withdrawn / of his own hand. You know, man, I had this guy living with me one time, trying to help him out. He was on the streets, giving him a place to stay. He was sleeping in the fucking recliner. We were watching Walking Dead, man. Like, I was kind of late to the game, but I'd finally got an apartment and I had cable and all that. So I'm like binge watching like some of the reruns of, you know, like Walking Dead leading up to the newest episode or something. And this dumbass, I've got something written down. So his name was AJ, but I wrote down, because I want to share this like at some point when there's either in a video or on a stream when there's more people. But I wrote, AJ lived with me for a while. Oh boy, was he dense. His name was really Anthony, but he hated to be addressed by that. Boy, if you called him Anthony, he got so fucking mad. Speaking of being dense, I nicknamed him Lumphead. Yeah, I called him Lumphead, like from Leave It to Beaver, if you know anything about that. So this story is about when we had been watching Walking Dead for a little while, but one night he actually looked at me and asked, how do all these people afford all the guns and cars and gas or whatever? Imagine that. Just think about that for a second. You're watching Walking Dead. It's a zombie apocalypse. And some dumbass asks you, how do they afford all the guns and the cars and the gasoline and all this stuff? I was stunned, as I thought he was joking, but he wasn't. I had to actually explain that money was obsolete in that scenario, as it is an end of the world and society. as we knew it or know it. This is just one small funny encounter with a brain dead individual. Now, I forgot about it. There's more little things I could come up with to add to the AJ story, but boy, was he, Lumphead was I don't understand that. I don't see how you can be watching an end of the world type scenario. You got zombies, and then all of a sudden you're like wondering, how do they afford their stuff? How do you afford guns and stuff after the world is ended? How do you afford to have cars? I don't know, man. It ain't like you're talking about society's been rebuilt. So that was pretty funny to think about. I'm gonna have to share that I might share that Saturday on Comics Group. By the way, I don't know if you're familiar with Kolga, the Godfo guys on X, but I really enjoy their books, and I am giving away a copy of the Volume 1 because Kolga 2, it's already closed out. I think they plan to, hopefully it ships in March. If it don't, I'm not worried about it. But I finally got around to Saturday, and so 2 people have entered right now. But on X, you can see the post, and if you comment, I'd buy that for $1, then I'll enter you into the pot. And this coming Saturday, I'm going to do a stream, Comics Group stream, and hopefully there'll be a few people, show up that commented on the X. Now, I don't know. I'm trying to debate on should you be in the stream to actually win it? Because if I'm not really doing it. I'm just want to do it in real time. So whoever ends up commenting through the X comments and then shows up in the chat on Saturday, if they're there, or anybody that hasn't known about it and they show up in the chat on Saturday and they want to enter, I'm going to give them a chance to enter, and all they have to say is, I'd buy that for $1. I'll write their name down, and then depending on how many people have entered, right now there's only 2, which I could just flip a coin. It's not necessary to have a spinning wheel. And then if I only have 3, 4, or 5 people that are interested, then I'm just going to write their names down on little pieces of paper and just pull from a hat. Like I'm not going to take the time to try to do. It'd be different if I had like 20 people watching and 10 different people enter or something. But that's all another thing there. So, okay, man, I appreciate you being here. I think I'm going to try to wrap this up here. I'll probably go live later. I got to make some phone calls today. I don't have to, but there's a couple people that somebody tried to call me last week. I was having a bad day on one day. Then another day I was busy, and it's just been like kind of and they're not stressing me. They're not trying to stress anything.
Comics Group is here to take care of you. Comics Group is here to take care of you. I am Tank Ferret.
Okay. Let's see here. How about I do this? Yeah, I'm gonna try to sign out and just kind of get back into the real world for a minute. You have a good day, dude. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for just watching and carrying on. I might jump in over and Katie did's chat for a little while after I do a couple things. But I'm trying to find something that I'm going to play real quick to just kind of be, I think it is right there. Okay, let's see. I'm about to wind this out. We'll go like that. Do like this. And we will. Y'all have a good day, and over and out, ditto.
enhance the effectiveness of this subliminal recording, I suggest that you limit its use to once per day.